Hello and welcome back to the Build Direct video blog. Today, brought to you from our office's beautiful outdoor balcony. We're very high up and we're very, very outside. Today, the top 15 home renovation questions. If you're just getting started, if you don't know where to start with your project or understanding what kind of costs you should expect with your project, this is the video for you. I also want to say a special hi to Liz, who's behind the camera doing a great job. Question 1, how much will my project cost? And are there any hidden fees? Obviously, with any home renovation project, there's product and installation costs, but you probably are already thinking about those. What you might not be thinking about is how disruptive a home renovation project can be to your normal home life. For example, are you renovating your kitchen? You might want to think about food costs, because you could be ordering out for a few days, or maybe even a week. And while that can sound good, because who doesn't like to crush an entire large pizza every night, that is extra cost that you might want to think about. If you're renovating more than just your kitchen, like say your bedroom or a major living area in your home, you might have to think about hotel costs because your home might just not be comfortable and livable at that time. And that's great too, but again, it's just something to think about going into your project to know that you might have to account for. Number 2, what is underlayment and do you need it? Basically, the need for underlayment depends on your installation method. If you're gluing your product down, say gluing down a solid hardwood floor, you generally won't need an underlayment. But if your wood flooring installation is a floating floor, you will need an underlayment, specifically one that includes foam padding and a moisture barrier. This can be a good thing. For floating floors, some underlayments actually add some extra sound cushioning to your footsteps, your normal foot traffic that would go over your floating floor. And floating floors kind of tend to move a little bit more than nail down or glue down floors. So the general kind of chatter, quote unquote, that you would get from walking on a floating floor can really be reduced by using a good underlayment. Number 3, how long does it take wood flooring to acclimate where it's going to be installed? Acclimation refers to letting your wood actually get comfortable and come to rest at the humidity level and temperature in the space it's going to be installed in. And this depends from wood to wood. For engineered hardwood flooring, you need to wait a minimum of 3 days before installation. For solid hardwood, up to 7. For some bamboo, 1 to 2 weeks. Make sure you factor in time to let your wood acclimate and come up to that humidity level before you rush to install. Number 4, what's an expansion gap? An expansion gap is a half-inch gap that you leave around the perimeter of your wood flooring installation. This is just to account for the fact that wood is a natural product that's affected by humidity, changes in seasonal temperature, that kind of thing. So wood naturally will sort of expand and contract, and you want to leave an expansion gap all the way around the perimeter of your installation just to make sure it has enough room to do that. How much wood flooring product should I order to account for waste? Industry standard for ordering wood flooring is to order 5 to 10% more than you think you need for square footage, just to account for waste, any planks that might get damaged in delivery or manufacturing. And again, this isn't a Build Direct thing, it's an industry thing. And it's just to account for boards that might come a little bit damaged or chipped or anything like that. Just stuff that naturally happens in the production of wood flooring. But again, this comes down to your installer's preference. And if you're just doing one room in your house that's kind of an even square, you probably won't need that much waste. Number 6, will my hardwood floor change color over time? So yes, your wood flooring will change color over time, but don't worry, it takes a long time, and it's dependent on 3 factors. The wood finish, the species of wood that you're using in your floors, and the amount of sun exposure that your wood gets over its lifetime in your home. But it's not always a lightning. Brazilian cherry, for example, will get very dark over time in response to sunlight exposure. Number 7, do you need baseboards? Essentially, yeah, you're gonna need baseboards. Again, all wood flooring needs an expansion gap, and baseboards are a great way to kind of work with that to maintain the look and feel of your room. You can speak with your installer about that. You might not need to actually bring up the old baseboards just because you're installing a new floor. Your installer may be able to work with existing baseboards and help work them into the design of your new room. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions about home renovation or you're not sure where to get started, please reach out to us at builddirect.com. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe for more.